You came into this life imprinted with a blueprint, one created for the healing and growth of your soul. Today, we are continuing with the 9 levels of consciousness series that I've been working on, and today we are on level 4, the template reality. And this is the energetic blueprint that carries your soul level intention and contracts into this lifetime. So again, we're still not into physical reality, but we are in kind of the physical energetic space at this point. So again, if you think of creation as the inward focus of spirit, we continue to move in the concentric circles. And again, of course, I love a good diagram, so I have a diagram. And so we're moving inward, and we are at the soul map, essentially. This is the why behind your journey. Now, for those of you who have already heard of the term soul contracts, which I will probably talk about at some point, because I have to tell you that concept so resonated for me when I heard about this. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, I will just tell you, spoiler alert, that soul contracts for me was finally the only explanation that I had ever heard for why people walk through horrific things, or how people could walk through horrific things and still God could be good, or source, the universe, again, Gus, right? As Coach Catherine says, the God, the universe, or source. But so often people ask that question when they've gone through tragedy, like, how can God be good? Well, when you understand soul contracts, you understand that basically we plan ahead of time some of the hardships that we're going to go through, some of which are unspeakable and not anything that in the physical reality you would ever pick. But from a soul growth perspective, you might align yourself for a challenge to overcome. And again, those are hard things, and that is not to minimize any hardships that anybody's been through. I know I have been through some pretty tough ones myself, but it is an explanation, because again, like, we ask the deep questions, right? That's what we love to do. We love to understand these things. And so with the template reality, this is kind of the blueprint behind the architecture of what your life is going to look like. So this is kind of determining what are the experiences that are going to help your soul grow. What are the areas that your soul wants healed, that it needs to go through experiences that are going to help cultivate that healing. And that's the purpose of this level. And again, it's so powerful to understand this, because this allows us to understand the grid that we're in so that we can do the inner work most successfully. So hopefully that helps somebody, and I look forward to sharing about the other levels with you as well. Have a wonderful day.